Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw. Going In Raw. That sounds terrible.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, Legit Boston, and you are watching Going In Raw. You like that?
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson. Available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it. Apparently, YouTube's been desubbing people a bunch lately also. So if you want to be subscribed to Going In Raw, if you've noticed that we're not in the sub box, make sure you're subscribed. Hit the notify bell.
Yeah.
And you should be.
Yeah, what the hell,
you
YouTube?
Should be good. Road to subscription. We're also
road to getting our subscribers back who are actual subscribers.
I don't know, man.
Bot accounts.
YouTube will be YouTube. We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve Larson. We've got a variety of reward tiers over there. You'd be surprised, maybe even shocked at how far even $1 goes. Here at Going In Raw, we did get a couple of new patrons over the weekend, so let's go ahead and read their names.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Starting on Friday, we had MCF, Ryan Rude, Chris Gardner, Gary Simons, Moist. We have a patron named Moist.
Some people don't like the word moist.
I'm fine with Moist. Moist reminds me of like good food.
Yeah, like cake should be moist.
Yeah. Oh, so the brownies are so moist.
Yeah, I don't want dry brownies or cake.
I'm fine with moist.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the sexual,
No, I think it's just the sound of the word some people don't like.
That's weird. Is there a word that does bug you, the sound of it? I'm sure there's words that bug me. I can't think of any right now. Let's see here. Rihanna is a new patron.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
That's awesome. Welcome, Rihanna.
What's your favorite Rihanna song?
Oh, good question.
Mine is that one about diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond.
That's a good one.
No. My favorite one is Stay. I think it's called Stay. Oh, my God. That can bring me to tears.
Very emotionally powerful.
It is.
I like the Only Girl in the World one because
that's a good
it
one,
makes
too.
everyone dance.
Yeah, dude. I'm down with that. Stay. I'll cry.
I really like Rihanna's singles. Her singles are generally pretty good.
Something in the way you move. Jason Cutler, Nelson Soto, Yadiel Flores, Eric Ferris, and Kevin McIsaac. Thank you very much. Also, a couple new YouTube members. That's right. At the $5 mark on Patreon, you get access to 5 bonus episodes of Going In Raw, and you get access to those same bonus episodes by becoming a YouTube channel member. If you're not interested in the Patreon, you become a YouTube channel member. We got a couple new YouTube channel members. Larson?
Georgina Flood, Johnny Ralston, Charles Miller. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyways, a couple announcements. Sunday, of course. Money in the Bank.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a reaction live stream for that, yeah.
Uh-huh. And we got that going on. I understand it's during the Game of Thrones finale will be airing during Money in the Bank. So my biggest concern is if our mods are going to be available to moderate, to make sure none of those spoilers end up in the chat comments, because this guy here is going to go directly home after our recap of it and watch. Usually I watch it later at night after we put the kid to bed. And so I want to make sure.
Last night's episode was really violent. Wow.
It was definitely hot. You know what else is hot, Larson? The love between Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
Here's the thing. We usually don't report on this kind of stuff, but, man, we felt like we need some positivity today.
We need some positivity in the world of wrestling, man.
2 young people, highly successful. I'm guessing based on that one picture, madly in love.
Madly in love.
That's something to be celebrated.
Oh, my goodness. Just, lovely.
Yeah.
Just lovely.
And now, it's been confirmed by Seth. He put that picture of them up kissing, I guess, backstage at Mania. But there's been images from, them at concerts.
Skulking in the shadows
Obviously,
with arms
very,
around
very
waists.
Close.
Yeah.
Not a surprise.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see there's been some back and forth between Beth Phoenix and Becky Lynch of late. And then eventually Edge got brought in the conversation. And Beth Phoenix says, we're bringing our men to the conversation now. Shall I ask Seth Rollins about all this?
Yeah. And then Seth apparently felt, okay, we've been outed as a couple by Becky Lynch, by the man,
By Beth Phoenix.
by Beth Phoenix.
Then Becky said, "Yeah, no, I'll ask him."
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
tagged Seth in it.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. And then and he put up that picture on Instagram. No story there. It's just nice.
Yeah.
It's just nice. It's nice. What? First we got Seth and Becky, then maybe we'll get finally Big E and Becky's mom. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe that'll be a love connection as well.
Yes.
And
Hold on,
boy.
let me see if Big E's Twitter banner is still Becky's mom.
So many lovely couples in the WWE. You got Charlotte and Andrade.
Yeah.
The hot passion there.
Yeah.
Yep. You've got you got Big E, Becky's mom, Becky and Seth, and then of course Aleister Black
And Zelina Vega,
and
yes.
Zelina Vega, just lovely, looking lovely, man. Yeah. So, anyways, congratulations. That's awesome. Good for them.
Yeah, we need some positivity in this world, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like Game of Thrones last night wasn't terribly positive.
Oh boy, that was awesome.
Some of the reactions for it,
Some of those
even
reactions.
less positive.
Oh my goodness, you people! Everybody wants a fantasy book. Everything these days. Oh man,
Did you see Kawhi hit that game winner?
I just heard about it. I didn't see it.
I just saw stuff on Twitter about it.
So yeah, spoiler alert: Toronto, the Raptors move on. Kawhi
defeated
Kawhi
the
seems pretty
Sixers,
happy
yeah.
these days.
Yeah, I remember hearing when he got traded to Toronto that he was, I didn't hear it on sports radio, that he was going to be, like Toronto has a way of endearing itself as a city to people who are new to it. Like, it's a pretty cool town.
I've never been there, but I hear lovely
I've been in
things
the airport.
about it.
That's it.
Yeah,
and they have a really huge Tim Hortons in the airport, so I'm cool with it.
That's cool. Yeah,
You ever had a Tim Hortons donut?
No, is that their specialty donuts?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's good donuts, man.
Are they? Where are they?
I think they're predominantly in Canada, but I think there might be some in the States.
Do they have any in Vegas?
We can find out.
Well, we're gonna find out 2 weeks from now. We'll
hell
have
of a
been back
segue
actually,
there.
or we're going to be on a road back 2 weeks from now. A week from this coming weekend is, of course, Friendo Fest. It's actually StarCast 2 in Las Vegas. However, on Sunday, May 26, 11 a.m., Going In Raw will have their first ever in front of a live studio audience
Yes, thank you for that.
podcast. Our show live in front of people for realsies. And it should be a lot of fun, and it's free and open to the public. You don't need a StarCast bracelet, although you should get one because StarCast looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
And also the bracelet will let you into the actual convention floor where we'll have a table as well.
Yeah, we're going to have a vendor table there, selling merchandise, saying hi to friendos, taking pictures. I will be shoulder-leaning everybody.
No Tim Hortons in Vegas. That's a bummer.
What a drag.
Anyways,
You know
continue.
what they do have in Vegas, though? Roulette tables
Yeah.
and booze. Aren't you allowed to drink wherever, like in public and stuff in Vegas?
You can drink on the strip.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can walk around just like a neighborhood drinking. But on the strip, yes, you can carry all the open bottles you want.
Thursdays, I'll need a
Are you going to
porter.
get one of the giant frozen margaritas?
Oh, man.
Don't do that. That's just a
I'm gonna
hangover
walk
waiting to
around. I'll have
happen.
like a 6-pack in one hand, and I'll have the beer in the other
Here's
hand.
a 6-pack Pacifico.
Yeah, whatever they got. Yeah.
Opening with your teeth.
Exactly.
The tooth falls out.
That's a lot of fun. So, anyways, a lot of positive news. Let's do this Sheamus story next, because
you
now
wanna
we
do
have
that?
to bring it down. Now we bring it down.
Is this going to be all about ebb and flow today?
Yeah, because we'll do Sheamus, and then we'll do. I guess this is a positive here. It's
The
kinda
SmackDown
non-news.
one, and then Vince,
Yeah.
and then anyway. So yeah,
Oh God, yeah, it's all bad after that.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, Raw preview will bring us back up.
It's debatable. Raja.com is reporting that Sheamus might be winding down his in-ring career, and that may be the reason that Thebar was broken up. This way to say, quote, robots. Reports, it was a long weekend, man.
Robots have surfaced online. Oh no.
Oh, no. I mean, we've learned, at least on Twitter, there's plenty of robots already.
Very scary.
Quote, robots. Did it again. Reports have surfaced online that claim Sheamus could be potentially winding down his career in the near future. Sheamus has spinal stenosis. It's a narrowing of the spinal column.
That sucks.
A condition that ended Edge and other WWE superstars' careers, an issue Stone Cold Steve Austin deals with to this day. On top of that, the former WWE champion reportedly suffered a concussion during the 6-man tag match
Eeh.
on the April 9th episode of SmackDown Live.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So I remember we've heard a while back the reason that he was paired with, or at least one of the reasons Sheamus was paired with Cesaro was because of his spinal stenosis, and they thought having him in a tag team rather than having him as a single would extend his career.
Yeah.
And I've seen videos of some of his treatments he does for spinal stenosis. There's for some neck injuries, they put you in what's called traction, which they have a thing that is around your neck, and it's got a weight at the other end, so essentially it stretches your neck out.
Yeah.
And he was doing something kind of like that, except instead of his neck being stretched upwards, he had a thing that went around the back of his head, and he was kind of balancing on something, so his head was not supported by a table or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what that was supposed to do in terms of the spinal stenosis, but I know I'd seen videos. I don't know if it was on his YouTube channel or somewhere else of him getting treatment for it.
Hey, he's got a terrific YouTube channel.
That stuff's awesome.
Celtic Warrior workouts.
Yeah, that stuff's great. I like watching that a lot.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's like extreme eating, but for working out.
I mean,
for me, it's extreme stuff.
Yeah, a lot of it is because I really enjoy. Because I'm guessing Sheamus, like a lot of people who work out, have their things they do.
Sure,
they have their routine, and he has to go. Just like doing John Cena's thing, where John Cena apparently stretches for an hour and a half before he even touches a weight. And seeing Sheamus like get exhausted just stretching.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's the fun I always have out of this episode is Sheamus getting into someone else's workout routine and getting exhausted doing someone else's workout routine. That's always a blast.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a bummer. He's been around for a while, and he's got a hell of a career. He was WWE champion, world heavyweight champion, probably United States champion,
multi-time tag champion.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it seems like he really found a good rhythm working with Cesaro.
I thought their best of seven, or it was best of seven, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was best of seven. The seventh one was thrown out, and then they made him.
I thought that was terrific. I mean, I had never up to that point. I was never really a big Sheamus fan, and then when they did that, it really took them to both those guys
to another level.
They fit so perfectly as a team. And then you see kind of now like Sheamus is going to have to regain some footing because he hasn't really been seen on TV. Like I know that he's had some dark matches, or maybe he was on Main Event. Him and Cedric Alexander had a match. So I'm assuming they're going to try to find some stuff for him. But after being in such a successful tag team and then going back to a singles because of this is kind of a shame. But of course for Sheamus, it's
all about his health at this point.
Doubly as bad. And yeah, you just want the guy to be able to walk right and not be in pain. So that's a bummer.
Yep.
Let's see here. Now we'll do kind of a positive story, but it's kind of a non-news story.
Well, this kind of confirms what we had previously heard.
So SmackDown has confirmed they are going to be on Fox.
Yeah.
That's actually happening.
Fox Entertainment CEO Charlie Collier, he announced the upcoming fall schedule and said starting October 4th, 2019, SmackDown Live Television will be on Fox from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Friday.
No word yet.
What the hell?
If SmackDown is going to air live nationally, like they do with all their other sports stuff.
Yeah.
Or if it be on tape delay like SmackDown is now, where it airs 8 to 10 regardless of the time zone. Also, no word yet if Cletus, the NFL Fox robot, is going to be challenging Roman Reigns in the first episode. But I think that's a must. If you want to get eyeballs in front of the product, Cletus versus Roman Reigns.
If Fox wants an edge over USA, feature Cletus.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like that's your IP.
That's your monster heel right there.
That's your monster heel. Is you have Cletus the robot.
You have an 8-foot tall robot.
Yeah.
Whoever can defeat Cletus, that's going to be their yard.
I prefer real stuff like football, not this Mickey Mouse fantasy stuff. Roman Reigns, I will show you just how fake you are.
Ooh-ah, spear. He spears Cletus in half.
Yeah, whoa. Wow. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Reigns wins his yard officially.
Yeah.
Reigns is the new, I guess, mascot of,
but then,
Fox on NFL.
But then
NFL on Fox.
As Roman walks back up the ramp, camera pans over, and you see Cletus's head. And like the eyeball,
it's the whole upper body, and it's clawing its way up the ramp. No, I like my idea better.
It claws the way up the ramp, but then it collapses, and then everybody starts to file out, and the camera goes close up on his eye,
and it glows,
and a little spark happens.
Cletus isn't done. He wants his spot on NFL on Fox back.
Yeah.
Not only is it for Top Guy and SmackDown, it's who's going to be the visual representation of NFL on Fox.
WrestleMania main event. Waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Super
Cletus, because Cletus will reconstitute himself into some better version.
Yeah.
Take on Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
You guys can catch We Book Raw. Isn't supposed to be on the channel right now, Larson.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. That was a crazy weekend.
That was the best. You came in and I was like, because I'd seen it sitting there. I probably should have been like, hey, you want me to take care of this? And you come in today, I'm like, hey, so did you like forget about We Book Raw? And you're like, what?
Yeah. Because it's uploaded. It's up there.
What?
It's just set to private.
Yeah.
Literally all that's to be done is a thumbnail, but I couldn't get on the internet while I was out of town this weekend.
Yeah.
And by the time I did get internet, I couldn't do anything about it because I was too busy. It was a crazy weekend. Had a wedding, a birthday party, and Mother's Day.
It's way too many things.
With a bunch of traveling.
Way too much.
Involved in all that, yeah.
No good. Yeah, Bama's got 2 on June 1st and 2nd. She's been invited to 2 birthday parties. We're RSVPing to the one that she's like really good friends with, and the other one that she's decent friends with. In fact, she got separated from her in class. She had to move to. She comes in. She's like, "Yeah, Miss Jenny put me in a new spot in class because I was talking to Emily too much." I'm like, "Oh no, you got in trouble?" She's like, "No." I'm like, I mean, it's kind of getting in trouble.
Yeah, kind of.
Apparently, they didn't.
They didn't put it that way.
Not really.
Not really.
No, they really like Alabama. So, anyways, you know who doesn't like somebody? You know who is in trouble? Luke Harper.
Apparently.
With Vince McMahon for seemingly no reason, Larson.
Yeah, I know. This whole thing is a mess. An absolute mess.
This is gets me in the wood.
Yeah, it does.
Fightful had more about Vince having hot heat, just like King's Landing, with Luke Harper, and how Braun Strowman fits into that whole mess. Fightful was able to confirm Dave Meltzer's reporting last week, and then added some additional details about this whole Luke Harper thing. They say, we were told the match itself, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, was a disaster to put together and execute, and that Luke Harper wasn't happy that Braun Strowman both forgot his spot and that Mustafa Ali ended up hurting the match. Now, we saw like that go down, and we're like, oh, that doesn't look like that. That doesn't look good.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
What was the actual spot?
Harper had Ali up for a suplex on the apron, I believe.
Yeah.
And then Braun came in and kicked them.
Oh.
Kicked them both off.
Jeez,
I believe that was the spot.
And that was like Mustafa Ali went sort of tumbling.
He tumbled, hit his back on the mat, and when he kind of rolled up, his face hit the announce table.
Yeah, that looked rough.
But apparently he was fine.
And then there was another spot where he came flying out. Was that the same spot that they said? Because I thought wasn't there one where Ali came flying out and like landed on Luke Harper, and that was... Or was that the thing where they said Harper got injured here during this one?
I don't know. Finish the thing.
Okay, let's see. Let's see here. In addition to that, Braun hit Harper with a stiff kick just ahead of that. Harper, in an effort to protect Ali during his elimination, hurt his back and lower shoulder trying to keep him from flying out of control. Afterwards, we're told that Strowman didn't think he had done anything wrong, which caused a little more frustration. Continues, a source close to the situation spoke of the Harper versus EC3 match and said that Vince McMahon himself seemed to have a long-term issue with Luke Harper and that whatever happened wouldn't have mattered anyway, going as far as to say that McMahon, quote, decided to hate anything he was involved in a long time ago. So this source is of course, Luke Harper. Because at this point, why wouldn't he?
Yeah, I know.
Sean Ross Sapp, I'd have him on speed dial.
Heck yeah.
You know, it's like, hey, Sean, Brody. Yeah. Catering. Whew. Sucks. The bone-in prime rib, non-existent anymore.
All the buses they rent for these European tours smell of fart.
I can confirm
it's like
to
Vince
you.
goes into each bus individually and beefs it up before any of the talent gets in.
I saw him do it.
Is it a rib? I don't know.
He's laughing the whole time. Anyways, so yeah. Dude,
yeah, this is a bummer, man.
The hell?
You know, you hear Luke Harper went and had surgery while Rowan's out to get himself taken care of while his tag team partner was recovering from injury so they can both return full strength. Seems like a company guy in that respect.
Yeah.
You hear while he was out, he was pitching creative. Again, seems like someone who's trying to grab that proverbial brass ring Vince always talks about.
Yeah.
He comes back. He seems to be essentially begging the company to do something with him.
Yeah.
They really don't. They have him in this Andre Battle Royal last second, and apparently it was a disaster to book. And he's in there trying to protect Mustafa Ali. Meanwhile, Braun apparently stiffs him, and then Braun's like, oh, I don't know. That seems fine to me.
Not my bad.
I know.
Sorry, not sorry.
So, yeah.
It's wrestling. It's fake.
Yeah. You got that foot.
You got that foot.
And then, for whatever reason, Vince has it in his head that Luke Harper is no good, doesn't like him.
Then let him go.
Let him go.
Let him go.
It seems really obvious. Let him go. If you have a talent under contract to your company and you feel like this talent brings no value to your company, then just let him go.
And it seems like he doesn't just think that he brings no value. He actively doesn't like the guy.
Yeah. Just let him go.
Yeah.
Just let him go. Because they're all worried about creating this atmosphere. They're putting forth the idea that everybody in WWE is just, wow, they're so happy to be there and it's the best place to work and it's really the only pro wrestling company you should concern yourself with. And then situations like this happen And you're like, well, yeah, of course there's probably tons of discontent backstage. When you're not being utilized, period, you ask first, hey, do something with me. I have ideas. Just do something with me. I doubt Luke Harper wanted to, like, he was booking himself to win the world title and pitching that to Vince. It's probably a situation like, here, I just want to be on TV and involved.
Yeah.
I just want to be involved.
Yeah.
I want to do something. I want to showcase my talents. I want to be out there performing. And then when that's met with a, or worse yet, no.
Yeah.
Of course that's frustrating.
Go talk to Paul.
Yeah, I know. And, you're paid to be a professional wrestler. You want to go out there and perform. And I guess, some people could be content to just sit at home and collect their downside and be fine with that. But apparently Luke Harper is not one of those guys. And I was reading an interview with Ty Dillinger over the weekend, or late last week, where that was the same thing with him. It's like he just wants to go out there and showcase what he can do.
Yeah, we never did talk about that. He was offered, he was on the Edge and Christian podcast,
Yes.
and he talked about that. And Sean Spears, Ty Dillinger, he was offered double. When he went to go ask for his release, they had said that, hey,
They're saying, no, here's our counter offer, double your salary.
Yeah, they said that, you're on the verge of getting a big pay raise. We want to double your salary. And apparently he had stopped them from even telling him what that amount was going to be. Mm-hmm. And then when he found out what it was, I think it was after he actually got released, he was like, yeah, I didn't really regret it.
He said he's like the happiest he's been.
Yeah. Well, he was according to him, during that interview with Edge and Christian, which, by the way, it's funny because I don't really, I've heard really good things about their show. I really love Edge and Christian. I think they're great.
Yeah.
Who has time for everything,
Yeah.
I don't have time for everything.
Well, you're telling me about, anyways, finish your story. Come back to the one they were talking trash about the wild card rule.
They were just, oh my God, that's right. I forgot about that. I was texting you about that.
Mm-hmm.
No, he said that he was just chilling on his couch eating something, watching like the hockey finals or the hockey playoffs, rather, something like that.
Yeah.
And no, he was very charismatic, very funny, but no, Edge and Christian cracked me. They kind of remind me of me and you a little bit, because like at one point he had brought up blue cheese, and Christian's all about it, and Edge just started railing against blue cheese.
Oh, blue cheese is awful.
Oh, it's great.
It's terrible.
It's so lovely.
It smells and tastes of foot.
I know, and yet it's amazing.
No, it's disgusting. Anyways, talk about what they had to say about the wild card rule.
Oh, so they were talking, they probably do this at the head of their shows just to sort of, keep the WWE viewers in. But they were talking about the product, and they were talking about the wild card rule. And Edge honestly just echoed sort of just the common sense segment, or the common sense sentiment. Yeah. And he said something along the lines of, here, what I texted you was almost verbatim. Let's see if I can get it out here.
David Navarro here in chat, I think, has it right. Says this thing with Luke isn't even about AEW. It's just about spite.
Yeah, it is. It is. He said something along the lines of, he's like, yeah, if you take a look at it, it's like there's no long-term planning. And you look at NXT, and it seems like it's all long-term planning. And he says he understands, it's kind of obvious. It's probably the networks wanting this and that. But you had to see that coming, so why book yourself in a corner? So you have to book yourself out of it. Like, why wouldn't they have known in advance that? Even we talked about that. Mm-hmm. That USA and Fox, now that there's two different entities with, basically one story and two separate rosters, well, they're each going to want the same thing. Big stars, higher ratings.
Yep.
Like, they're both going to want that. Why wouldn't you know that in the first place, so you don't have to come in on a Monday and then figure out the wild card rule
I know.
and awkwardly roll it out on TV?
I know.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
So yeah, I don't know, man. It's like, it's just there's no forethought.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The exact word. No forethought whatsoever.
Deal was months in the making.
Yeah,
months.
You think that would have been discussed?
Yeah. Hey, is it possible that great.
Well, he's probably like, oh, hold on, I got XFL business to handle first.
Could be. I don't know. Why would nobody have thought about this? That's shocking to me. If a couple of idiots like you and I can think about it.
Yeah, no, that is shocking.
Shocking.
Shock
the system.
Shocking.
This was actually kind of shocking. I was sad.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad.
Not a funny segue. Silver King, legendary lucha wrestler.
Former WCW talent. He unfortunately passed away at the age of 51 following an apparent cardiac arrest during a show Saturday at the Roundhouse in London. The promoters of the Roundhouse show, Lucha Libre World, issued a statement about Silver King's passing, saying, quote, "We are sorry to confirm that last night at the greatest show of Lucha Libre at Camden's Roundhouse, Silver King suffered what we believe is a cardiac arrest while performing in the show and sadly passed away." My understanding is they had defibrillators out in the ring and stuff like that. That's what I read.
Yeah, I watched the video. I'll say this, actually. I watched the video up to a certain point because I just couldn't bring myself to continue. Like, it's just too much. I did see pictures of that, though. Like, they did this full thing. You know, they had all the Amtias out there. It was with, the match was with Juventud.
Juventud. Statement continues, "We have truly lost one of Lucha Libre's greatest wrestlers, and our thoughts and deepest condolences are with Caesar's family and his fans across the world. We will be able to make further announcements when more information becomes available." So that's...
They did. I mean, to their credit, they did seem to handle the incident. You know, they had everybody leave. You know, once they realized how serious it was, they had, okay, everybody, you guys got to go. And so it wasn't like there was a big crowd sort of ogling the thing. But there are pictures out there, and like I said, there's a video, and it's just really, really sad. He portrayed.
He was
the lead baddie in Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
I really love that. People have their opinions on that movie, but I really love that movie. I can watch it over and over again. Ramses.
Yeah.
So it's an absolute tragedy.
Yeah, it is.
51 is way too young.
Really is.
Way too young.
It really is.
So anyways, let's brighten things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Do a Raw preview.
All right.
I'll start.
Fair enough.
Double contract signing for Becky 2 belts. That's happening on Raw tonight. They're going to bring
One contract signing is so good, why not have two?
Is it going to be? It's going to be at the same time, concurrent.
I don't know if
signing?
it's back to back. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know if it's concurrent or consecutive.
Just like one pen here, one pen here. Can you do that? Can you sign your name?
Are you ambidextrous?
I am not.
Nor am I.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, I mean, I can write my name with both hands, but one will look legible and one
will
won't.
look terrible.
Are we going to test this out right now?
Why not?
All right.
We're not even at 30 minutes.
I know. This is.
See if I can do it. Oh wow, this is tough.
Yeah.
Like even thinking about it's tough.
Yeah. No. Just kind of close your eyes and see if you can do it.
Why? That
Here,
makes
hold
it
the paper.
even hurt.
Hold the
worse.
paper for you.
Okay, here we go. This is terrible.
All right, here, let me try.
There you go.
I'm probably gonna have much more. Oh, we'll do it this way, so then we just pop it up after we're done. Okay.
You just made a scene.
I was not doing worse than you are. There we go.
Oh, you did your shoot last name.
Oh shoot.
Oh, that's terrible. So here we go. It's just a couple of messes. Try to do that at home, man.
Yeah,
it's not
that's
easy.
That's weird.
It's not easy. Your name with both hands at the same time.
Yeah, that's tough.
Continuing on, double contract signing for Becky 2 belts. She's defending her Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships against Lacey Evans and
Alex C says riveting audio content.
Respectively, at WWE Money in the Bank, and she'll join both of her challengers in a special double contract signing Monday on Raw. Will the man throw down with the lady of WWE and the queen, who comes from SmackDown Live via Mr. McMahon's wild card rule? We're trying it again. Here we go. Oh, he's putting a little bit more thought into it. You didn't think about how far that name's going to go, though, did you?
Oh, look at that. S is turned to...
Oh, no. Your right hand swerved you. Oh, man. Yep, there you go.
There you go. That's somewhat better.
That's a little bit better. Oh, boy. That is not easy.
No, that's not easy.
I see. That should be the segment though, because like there's all this hype and all this tension, and she's trying to be a badass. She starts doing it, and people are just standing there like, "This is horrible." She's like sweating. Like, is that even a legal signature?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, that was too much.
Next, Roman Reigns returns for Miz TV. So 2 segments announced, 2 SmackDown superstars coming to Raw. This past Monday night, The Miz got a piece of Shane McMahon before their steel cage match at Money in the Bank, interrupting Shane O'Mac and Elias's beatdown of Roman Reigns in the process as the fired-up A-lister chased Shane to a waiting limousine. The big dog was left on his own against the Living Truth and his opponent Drew McIntyre, who continued the brutality in the ring. As Reigns aims to silence Elias, that's a good sentence, or a good clause, at WWE Money in the Bank, Miz looks forward to being locked inside the steel with the disrespectful best in the world. They'll both have plenty to say when Reigns comes from SmackDown Live via the wild card rule to appear on Miz TV.
Next, women's fatal four-way match for money momentum.
Sorry, Alex C says Larson's the kind of guy who will force himself to become ambidextrous over the next few days. You got that right.
Challenge issue.
I'll be writing a cursive by Friday.
Challenge issue.
My left hand.
Oh man, you know you got to watch Chernobyl.
Yeah, no, I want to start
HBO.
watching that.
Don't eat while you're watching it. There's a lot of sudden spontaneous vomiting.
All right.
That comes with radiation poisoning.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Because they dive right into it. The very first
cool.
thing is pretty grim, and then it flashes back to the actual thing. And like, yeah. Oh, well, it's terrific, though. It is terrific. Lots of radiation burns.
I look forward to, the show.
Yeah. It just makes you feel icky. It's great. Let's see here. Women's fatal four-way match for money momentum. Did you write down who wrote this? Oh, no.
Sorry, I can look.
This is a decent one. This is good so far.
Yeah, that one clause in the Miz one was good.
The 4 Raw superstars participating in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match will look to score a monumental victory in London when Naomi, Dana Brooke.
James Wortman wrote this.
Oh, that's right. There's totally going to be spoilers for this. Like, this is going to be starting
that's
soon.
right. This is from London.
If it starts at 5 there, London, Brexit time, that's like now, right? That's like going on right now. Is this happening right now?
Yeah, it should be.
Wow. Dana Brooke and Alexa Bliss collide in a fatal four-way match. Who will stand tall as a guaranteed championship opportunity hangs literally in the balance at WWE Money in the Bank.
Why'd you do that?
What you're about to see is shocking.
No. Ricochet takes flight against Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Ricochet continues to redefine aerial combat before he battles Baron Corbin.
What? You?
And 6 other superstars in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. He'll soar into action against the Lone Wolf in singles action on Raw. Can Ricochet's gravity-defying arsenal propel him to a key win on the final Raw before WWE Money in the Bank?
I can do it. No.
I can do high-flying move,
I'm
too.
going to do that. Braun Strowman locks up with Drew McIntyre. 1 week after Braun Strowman shockingly tossed Sami Zayn into a dumpster, the rampaging monster among men will throw down with the equally imposing Drew McIntyre, who will also face Strowman in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. These two superstars have been both enemies and allies in the past.
Oh, sorry. Seth Rollins and AJ Styles brace for monumental title collision. Mr. McMahon knew what he was doing. We ordered Universal Champion Seth Rollins to team up with his Money in the Bank challenger AJ Styles in an impromptu tag team match this past Monday night on Raw. As tensions boiled over, assuredly to the chairman's delight.
Chairman. Hey, Chairman.
Hey, Chairman, you are the chairman. Styles hit Rollins with a seemingly accidental phenomenal form that left the Beast Slayer vulnerable to an end of days and sealed the win for their opponents, Baron Corbin and Bob Lashley. What's going through the minds of these superstars in the aftermath of that heated confrontation?
Finally, Ramblin Rabbit rambles no more. Firefly Funhouse, man, became even more disturbing than usual last night with Mercy the Buzzard making a meal out of Ramblin Rabbit, and Bray Wyatt having a picnic with a half a dozen morose children. Something is clearly amiss in the Funhouse. What awaits us there next time? Morose.
That's it.
That's the whole preview. At least this stuff is going to happen, unlike the SmackDown preview.
Well, it remains to be seen. We'll see. We might just get one contract signed tonight.
SmackDown generally has a worse record with preview to happen ratio.
Vince has the whole weekend to rewrite Raw, where he has about 12 hours to rewrite SmackDown.
Yeah.
I guess we can open the floor to questions now.
Yeah, we might as well. I'm going to go over to the Discord, where you can get access to the Discord for $1 on patreon.com/Stephen Larson. I should also put up for channel members the Discord link.
Yes.
I got to do that from time to time. I keep forgetting to do that.
Travis just says, Happy Monday, boys. Thank you. Happy Monday to you, Travis.
Thank you. You had a little southern accent when you said Travis.
Travis.
You can't do a southern accent. What, are you even a real man?
What, Vince? Are you scared?
Are you scared? Are you scared? I can do a southern accent because I'm from Southern. Top Guy Hafty points this out too. That's one point to make about the SmackDown thing. I don't know if you did because maybe I wasn't paying attention. It's confirmed for 2 hours, not 3 hours.
I mentioned that, yeah.
Although one thing we kind of maybe again we did talk about it before, like when we originally talked about the possibility of SmackDown being 3 hours. The fact that they consider the 205 Live obviously the third hour for Tuesdays, and that they are deciding what they're going to do with that down the line, which seems to indicate that 205 Live is on road to cancellation. If they can't figure something else better to do with it, or maybe
nothing else,
maybe it hinged on Fox.
They'll continue just to shoot it after Fox and air on the network Friday nights or something. I don't know. Black Shadow 210, he says, or they say, frothing is the grossest word. That doesn't bother me either.
Like a frothy head of
frothing, like he's frothing at the mouth.
Yeah, this beer is frothing. Well, it's not really frothing.
No.
I mean, it doesn't really bother me that much. I know there are words that bug me.
Yeah, there probably is. Well, I know there's words that I just don't like, but it's not because of just the actual sound of the word.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah. Yeah, there's some bad words out there. But in terms of the actual sound of it, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Greg Morris. He asked this question. Should he watch Raw or go see Endgame for the third time?
Well, you can answer that better than I have because I haven't seen Endgame for the first time yet.
I
mean, my gut would tell me go see the Avengers again.
Well, here's the thing. Avengers is only going to be in theaters probably for another couple months.
Oh, for another couple months.
So, I mean, Raw is going to be in perpetuity for like ever.
Yeah.
So, I would
Avengers
say
it is.
Go to the thing that's a bit more limited. Avengers is almost at $2.5 billion.
What is Avatar at?
$3 billion. I don't know if it's 3.1 or what. But
something running on our
Dog
roof.
Man confirmed.
Oh gosh.
Where's the ant? Is the ant here today?
No, I didn't see the ant.
Oh.
No ant.
Oh, bummer. Where'd you go, ant? I'm in the garbage, Steve.
Huge ant too.
Yeah, it's like a dog ant. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, Avengers.
I have no idea.
I think it's going to pass Avatar globally, but I don't know. I mean, the road to passing Force Awakens domestically, because I think Force Awakens has isn't Force Awakens like number one domestically?
I feel like that's
900 million.
I feel like that's easy information to get our hands on, Steve.
Well, sometimes you know stuff. I don't know what you know.
I don't know anything about movies like over the last 5 years. So after that, tons of knowledge.
Top.
Austin Luff. Hey, Steve, did you see Kawhi's Game 7 buzzer beater last night? I love my city. # We the North.
So that's
opening gross.
Highest grossing movies of all time. Let's see if it's in here.
Is this up to date?
Let's see here.
Yeah. Scroll down, because Force Awakens was number one.
Opening week domestic total gross 936.
That's crazy.
So Endgame is definitely going to pass Avatar domestically because Avatar domestically is only 760. But remember, Force Awakens had that long Christmas run.
Yeah,
that was like forever. So I don't know if they're going to pass that.
It sounds like interesting fodder for Movie Mondays on Overrun.
There you go.
Rich Hardesty says robots are online. Quick, find storefront pics.
What?
Robots are on.
Find storefront pics.
I don't get that.
Let's see here. Oh, cool. Awesome. Alex C here confirms. Alex C is is one of our lovely mods. He's a very lovely person. Says, I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I'm going to be entirely ruthless with modding spoilers, even if it's obviously a joke to people who watch it. That's good. No jokes about it. No silly comments about it. No, even if it's like, something like, oh, Jon Snow becomes Batman. No, sorry. You say the phrase Jon Snow, you say Jon, you say Snow, you're banned.
I kind of feel like if you say Jon Snow is Batman, they could be talking about dream casting. Like if they make another Batman movie that Kit Harington should play Bruce Wayne Batman, I think that's fine.
Wrong day to do it.
I think it's
Sunday,
fine.
No, man.
You can't be that draconian about it, man.
I can, and I am. Sunday is, it's not a good time. All right, make that joke some other time.
Black Mega Man, how did you two confirm your love with your partners? Well, I mean, I married my wife. That's pretty.
That doesn't always confirm love, though.
No, I understand.
I think Lacey drunk texted me that she said, I think I love you. And then I responded, I'm pretty sure I love you too. I was sober. So maybe that's me out on a ledge.
Yeah.
But that's how it went down. It was a drunken, on her end, a drunken text.
I think I sent my wife some flowers for I think her birthday.
Yeah.
It said love, Ann Larson.
She got me. I think I realized I loved her when she sent me. He said, "Love Ann Larson." she bought me the Star Trek on DVD.
Yeah,
and it was one of those things where we had been dating for like a little while,
and you held that in your hand and said, "She's the one."
Because here's the thing: it was one of those acts that was so like, oh, she was out there thinking of me, out and about in the world, and she thought to do this thing for me. And I was like, and she knows that I'm a nerd. And I was like, oh, man, I really love this chick. She's fantastic. And then it clicked. And then and soon after that, I think she drunkenly texted me that she loved me. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I love you too. You know.
And that was that.
That was that. And then the rest is history. Now she punches me a lot.
Tommy Cat used Robinhood for the first time, got some hobby stocks in the weed industry.
Awesome.
Looking for some low-risk, high-reward payoffs, road to 200K tier.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is good.
It's I mean, look, whether or not you partake, whether or not you're into the whole weed thing, it's a booming industry right now. As is cloud security,
green energy.
There you go.
Joe Juarez, I'm looking forward to Vince's booking after Double or Nothing. Yeah, it's gonna be even more of a mess, probably.
You're looking forward to what? Oh, I know.
If Double or Nothing is super good,
panic booking, it's gonna be the best.
Biff Tanner, do you think WB will make Becky and Seth romance storyline? Gosh, I hope not.
Let's see here.
We probably will when we book Raw, though.
What's that?
Make Becky and Seth romance the storyline.
Yeah,
we've already talked about it.
We should bring in Becky's mom, too, for Big E.
All right. Horse Trick Incorporated, favorite podcast. You guys are the goddamn best. Have 5 big ones, too sweet. It's pronounced Horse Tritch Incorporated. Cody
Miles notes that Raw spoilers will start around 12:30 Eastern. So that's about...
That was about 45 minutes ago then.
2:30 Eastern?
No, wait.
I'm sorry, he said 2:30 Eastern,
okay,
not 12:30.
Yeah.
2:30 Eastern.
Okay, so that's 11:30 our time.
About an hour and a half from now, yeah.
Josh Little, who would be the most shocking winners of the Money in the Bank ladder matches?
Who's in it right now? Finn.
If Dana Brooke won the women's one, that'd be pretty shocking.
That'd be very shocking.
On the men's side,
you got Andrade, Finn, Braun. There's not a lot of shockers there. Is Mustafa Ali's in the match, right? That'd be shocking. I'd be shocked if he won. Like in a really positive way. I'd totally mark out big time.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'd be probably shocked if like Braun won it because it's like really that's like a bad shock.
Yeah, totally. It's like it went so poorly the first time around. You could try to do it again.
I wouldn't be shocked if Baron won. I wouldn't be shocked if Drew won.
No, Drew's probably going to win.
That's probably the winner right there. Finn, I might be shocked at Finn.
Yeah.
Because it's like, wait a second, you have a title.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the title, but you have a title.
Dana Brooke winning would be absolutely shocking.
That would be shocking.
Dylan Haggett says, the internet has ruined the word moist for me. I don't know if that's all about.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Jeffrey Nguyen says, boo Spurs, Steve, go Liverpool's number 1.
Oh, my God, I forgot to mention that. My team, boy, we did it.
Oh, gosh. Here we go.
I mean, we tied with Everton yesterday. I think it's Everton. It was a match of no consequence, 2-2. But June 1st, I've put it out there. I might do a live reaction stream.
Who are they playing June 1st?
Liverpool.
Oh. Is that for the Champions League at the final?
Correct. That's the final.
Let's go there. Liverpool.
Yep. Ooh, very exciting. So I'm thinking of getting like a Hot Spurs shirt that I can wear on the stream. And so I'm going to need some like super chat money to pay for the shirt if I'm going to do that. But man, wow. Can't wait.
Juan Gotti 89, Champions League live stream, yay or nay? You were just talking about that. Sounds like a yay for Steve.
Yeah, yay. Coming in hot. Whoa, interesting. Cody Miles says, big news. There's an update coming soon where Discord can have up to 250 emotes.
Oh, dang.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to go on the Twitter now because we put a thread there.
Yes.
My wife keeps texting me.
Dylan says, Dogman Ant confirmed, but the giant ant that apparently resides in our office.
Oh, man.
What?
Sorry, Lacey confirmed this to me just now, breaking. Hey there, totally forgot to measure up both Dad, Steve here and Dad here for kilts and jackets yesterday. These are the instructions to follow for the ushers to follow for kilt and jacket waistcoat rental. Would you mind measuring Stevie tonight? I think my sister calls me Stevie still. Tonight and sending the measurements across.
So are you going to rent a kilt?
Apparently, yes.
You definitely got to wear something underneath that, man.
Oh, so my bits don't touch where somebody else's bits were?
Yeah, I mean, unless they sanitize that stuff.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
I don't know if just laundering them, or I mean, I don't know if you run because kilts are made of wool, right?
I'm sure they're cleanable. I'm sure they
you
clean
have
them
to
in
get dry
somehow.
clean. Probably, I don't think you can put a wool kilt through the washing machine.
I cannot
and
imagine
shrink.
for a second that there's going to be pube lice in a kilt like that I'm going to rent.
I'm just saying.
I think that my body is a bit tougher than. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine. I haven't necessarily decided that I am going to go nude. It's just that's not really necessarily a concern of mine.
All right.
You know, my butt cheeks and my front area touching where maybe somebody else's front area touched. I think I'm okay.
Rich Hardesty says Blazers and Warriors in Western Conference Finals. Let's go Rip City, baby.
Baby.
Who you got in the Western Eastern Conference Finals? You got Warriors versus Blazers.
God, I'm really rooting for the Blazers, but the final's going to be Milwaukee Warriors, and I really hope Milwaukee wins.
Me too.
God, I really hope that's the
Giannis
case.
is amazing. Dylan,
David Stern is not going to allow.
He's not the commissioner anymore, man.
He doesn't. Oh yeah, shadow government. That's what he is. Are you kidding me? He says I need a pleasant face to put on the league. Adam Silver, most pleasant person imaginable. I really like Adam Silver.
Yeah, I do too.
But David Stern,
best commissioner of all sports. Adam Silver, yay or nay?
most likable for sure.
Yeah, I
don't
he
even
is.
know who the commissioner for baseball is.
Rob Manfred.
Don't know anything.
He has all these crazy ideas how to speed up the pace of play.
Oh.
And I don't like most of them.
Oh, yeah, it's baseball. You go out there, it's leisurely.
It's a leisurely paced affair.
Yeah.
And if you're not into that, you're just not into that.
Don't
make it something it's not.
I'm a big fan of because baseball, it's so historically steeped in America. You just keep that. Just get rid of replays too. Just let it all just be old timey, old school, old
Have
timey.
them go out there in the wool jerseys,
Yeah,
the big billowy pants. Yes.
like did they even no helmets, not even for
Well, that's
catchers.
a safety issue. You need to do that. Dylan again says you guys were talking about uncomfortable words. I just don't know how Moist was ruined on the internet. That's what I don't know. Tom talks rubbish. Oh, you must be Dupree mode.
God,
that's the word or the phrase you
don't
don't
like
to
it.
hear.
I think I'm gonna see if I can mute that in chat.
What, Bree mode?
Yeah,
Rude.
so that's done with. I forgot to mention this. Best of Super Juniors.
Yeah.
Kicked off this past weekend.
Apparently some really good matches, too.
Yeah. Jet asks, how would you book Best of Super Juniors if you use any cruiserweight from any era regardless of the company?
Oh, wow.
Who would be in our Best of Super Juniors?
Ray,
Dean,
Eddie, Chris Jericho, WCW.
Yeah.
Jushin Liger. Mm-hmm. Tiger Mask.
Yeah. Dynamite Kid.
Yeah. So like a lot of the
Show and Yo.
Yeah, they're really good. Hiromu Takahashi.
Oh, yeah.
Prince Devitt.
Oh, yeah.
Kenny Omega when he was a junior.
Good.
Same with Kota Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi. Yeah. Our knowledge comes from the 90s and the 2010s.
I'm trying to. The problem is like a lot
Exclusively.
of the legendary luchadors. I don't know if they would classify as juniors though. Like would Mil Mascaras
I have no idea.
be a junior? Would El Santo be considered a junior heavyweight?
Don't know.
I just don't know.
Don't know.
If so, then yes, please include them.
Yeah.
Who else?
That's good. That's a good lineup. D minor. What unwritten rule of wrestling should they get rid of, and which one should they protect more?
What unwritten rule should they get rid of? You know, I kind of feel like I understand why it's done, but it still is archaic. You know, the whole idea that the new members of the roster have to do these menial tasks. I think just the atmosphere, by and large, I think wrestling is different now as so many of these guys have come up through the indies together that it's not. And granted, some people still probably come into the company with massive egos thinking that they should be the top guy immediately. But nonetheless, I feel like there's other ways to to work people into the whatever backstage culture there is in WWE now, without resorting to that kind of archaic stuff.
Trying to think of. I mean, some of them I like. I mean, we've heard like things like when you show up at a place, you go around and you shake everybody's hand. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm shy though. I wouldn't like to do that, but I would do it if I was in a new wrestling locker room. Unwritten rule. I know there's like some that are just silly. I cannot think of them off the top of my head though.
Yeah.
It's bugging the crap out of me.
Matt Dale 16. Would you guys ever review CZW Tournament of Death? I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. Here's the thing. Like, yeah, am I into that? I'm not into that stuff.
No.
But I do think that it'd be fairly interesting to catch our reactions to us sitting there watching
that'd
people
be a good reaction type deal.
It would be, yeah. It would be. I mean, that's what I liked about Tape Trade because we were doing like a bunch of death matches. It's just people didn't seem too enthusiastic about it, so we just sort of stopped doing it. Let's see here. Well, that's a good question. Ice Blues. If there is an NXT for every country in the world, UK, Brazil, Australia, Canada, India, Japan, etc., will we get a review for each show? Hell no. Hell no. We do UK right now because it's the only other NXT there is besides Prime NXT. We adapt our programming depending on our availability and what we think the level of interest is right now. So I would say no. There's no chance that we'd be able to do that. That's just too much.
Yeah, that would be too much.
So I mean, it'd be the kind of situation. I mean, I know there's stuff that we'd enjoy reviewing. That like if I had time to watch the first batch of Best of Super Juniors.
Yes, I heard the Tagagi show match was really good.
Yeah.
And Ishimori Dragon Lee was really good.
I'm gonna do what I can to watch some of that stuff.
Hopefully I can have some time this weekend and catch up on some.
I just wish I had more time. Like once All Elite happens.
I know it's going to be tough to follow a lot of stuff.
I mean, the thing is, All Elite's probably going to fall on Wednesdays, which means Wednesday is going to have All Elite, NXT,
and NXT UK.
And NXT UK, yeah, because 205 is not going to be there anymore, huh? I mean, unless, like you said, they do that on Friday. So yeah, that's a bunch.
Yeah, we're
so
going to change.
Are we gonna jam All Elite, NXT, and UK all into one show?
No, All Elite gets its own show.
All Elite gets. You love All Elite. Yes, All Elite's gonna get its own show.
Yes. Suplex Casey, Bray tweeted out the secret message.
Oh, did he?
Well,
all right.
He did tweet something out. I will read it. I have it in front of me right now. He said it was 8 lines, right? 1, 2, 3.
What
4,
makes
5,
you smile?
6.
I know you're listening. Let me in. We don't belong here. What happened to you was such a tragedy. Limbo is no place for a soul like yours. I believe I found the answer. The angel with the burnt wings is waving you on home. There you go.
Yeah, and he also says, hope you enjoyed tonight's special Firefly Funhouse. I've been dying to show you.
Ooh, secret time. He says hashtag secret time.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Tom Talks Rubbish wants some Wade Barrett math, please. Used to like Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett seems like a very lovely person. And I think that maybe more him and Damian Sandow were two guys that
WWE botched horribly.
And kind of in one fell swoop. Sandow with his cash in, that killed him.
Yeah.
That killed him.
Yeah.
And then again, another John Cena thing. Wade Barrett with his Nexus SummerSlam bit where John Cena buried the Nexus.
All right, let's do Wade Barrett in ring. He's good.
I mean 6, I would say probably.
Yeah. Promo. He's a good promo.
Oh, I thought promo was special. Let's give him a 7 promo.
All right. Look.
He
was tall.
He was tall. He was bulkier when the Nexus happened, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then he had to slim down maybe because of injuries.
Maybe.
He had kind of a normal look, though. I'd give him like a 6 for look.
Yeah.
It's an above average look.
Legacy.
I mean, can you give him more than like a 4?
I think his legacy is kind of enhanced with the Nexus thing because it's so well known that was all Cena's doing.
Yeah.
So his kayfabe would be damaged because of it, but I don't know about his legacy would be damaged due to that whole thing.
Well, I think the legacy is enhanced only because of the Nexus.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for Nexus, would his legacy be above like 3? Like what
Probably
the hell
not.
is his?
We'll say 5. He seems people
5 legacy.
Some people seem to really like him. All right, 4. Kayfabe is like 2.
Well, he won titles.
I
He
know.
won the IC title a couple times.
But also, he was more or less single-handedly buried in one match.
You can give him a 4.
3.
3 for kayfabe?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
All right, 4.
He won titles. If you won titles, isn't that at least 5? Didn't we decide that before?
Maybe.
Wow. Harsh on Bray Wyatt. I mean,
14
Wade Barrett.
divided by 3, that's 4 plus. Almost 5.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Josh Little
about
wants us to
right.
do Going in Raw math on Going in Raw. Oh, it's like a 2.
Or a 10. Our kayfabe needs to be higher. We're losing subs on our sub count is like really terrible. It's always going down.
I don't know.
People
It'll go
are
up and
flocking
down, up
from
and
us.
down.
They're flocking
Or
from us.
YouTube is making them flock from us.
We need to come to the realization that people hate us. The
Oh,
4-inch
I've discovered that a long time ago.
The 4-inch fox. Should Seth be the one to step up on Raw? Why should Roman have to skip between two brands when the stories and ratings are in the toilet?
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think it's necessarily a matter of him stepping up. Does Roman, is Roman like a proven draw guy?
Roman?
Yeah. Like some people are draws and some people.
Well, also is like Seth is as champion is in like a storyline right now that doesn't involve the whole McMahon thing, whereas they've already got Shane kind of involved in the Roman storyline. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess they just feel, maybe they have some metrics to prove it, that Roman is the guy that is.
Here's another thing about
draw.
Roman being in this role. It keeps him in the title picture,
That's true too.
but in a prominent position still.
That's true.
Uh,
Justin Wern, what do you think is the weakest finisher, either currently or of all time? Apparently, right now the weakest finisher is freaking Last Shot.
yeah.
Because Adam Cole
Everybody
can't
kicks
seem
out
to.
of that.
Yeah, he can't seem to work to win with that.
I think what else? What's the finisher that never finishes a match with just one of them? I mean, Okada can finish a match with one Rainmaker, but not a main event match.
Yeah, that's true.
Same with Destino. Seems like Naito needs to do a couple.
What
of those
is
in a
the
main
yeah?
event
But here's
style
the thing: what's the
match.
strongest booked finisher in New Japan? Is there?
It was
anything?
one. It was one Winged Angel. No one ever kicked out of that.
That was on par with the Rainmaker, though.
No,
Sure, it was.
no. Kenny could pin in a main event match. Can pin someone with one Winged Angel, but in a main event match, it takes at least 2 Rainmakers, if not 3, for Okada to get the win.
These days, yeah. But back when they had their back during their initial feud.
In the first Wrestle Kingdom match, it took more than one Rainmaker to beat Kenny. Dylan, Barrett got injured a lot during his pushes, too. Yeah, he had issues with injuries for sure. Brian Jankowski, why do fans care about ratings for wrestling, but for any other TV show or sporting event, it doesn't matter? Lol. I wouldn't say it doesn't matter. I mean, if a television show doesn't bring in viewers, that television show is not going to be on very long. I think that's the issue, and especially now where a decline in ratings seems to be symptomatic of a decline in enthusiasm for WWE's product.
Yeah.
You know, it's part of a larger story of why are people not watching wrestling anymore.
Yeah. And then we'll finish with this one. Stuart Anderson. Oh, no. This was somebody already mentioned this. Sorry. Hold on.
Oh, that was a good question.
Go ahead.
The Thing from Under the Ring. Who is the best Money in the Bank performer of all time?
Who is the best Money in the Bank?
Shelton Benjamin had some great Money in the Bank performances.
Yeah. I don't know. Has Money in the Bank given us an iconic match? 2 years ago was really fun. The one with Jericho and Kevin Owens and all them. That was a really fun match. That might have been one of the better ones. But I don't know if it's given.
Just like in the early days of the Money in the Bank ladder match when it was at WrestleMania, it seemed to be the annual showcase for Shelton Benjamin because he'd always do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Tom Talks Rubbish asked, 2014 Daniel Bryan or new Daniel Bryan? In terms of pure enjoyment, new Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I think this is the Daniel Bryan that don't touch your mic anymore. We forgot to shut out.
Yeah, I know. I thought that too, but
yeah.
I was trying to gently
Don't
do it if I have to.
Yeah. Yeah, we got. As soon as we're done, we'll swap out the XLR cable, and
Or see if that's even the issue.
It is. Yeah. All right. Anyways, that's going to be it. We have Overrun coming up. Movie Monday. So what are we going to talk about? Box office stuff.
We can do that. Can we talk Game of Thrones without getting into spoiler territory?
No, probably not.
Well, I mean, less happened in the episode and more people's reaction to it.
We can try.
All right.
We can. No, we can't.
We'll see.
We can't.
We'll see.
I don't think that's going to work. Anyways, we got Overrun coming up. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate it. Till next time. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.